Hey fuckers, what's going on? This is John from Boston Speed Shop, the janitor. I'm pretty much like the Sam of Cletus. I just get to clean up shit around here. And why they picked the most homeless guy in the group to do these videos, I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna go over a little bit of the install we did with these KELLTRAC shocks and struts, the complete setup. And there's a lot of you guys that don't know what a hand tool or a hand ratchet is, and all you use is power tools. When you start out on this, you get out your power tools, get out your 13, your 15, 17, 19, and 21 millimeter sockets. You just take the shocks off, take your struts off, and then put all your tools away. Get out a hand ratchet, an extension, and I believe there's a 17, a 15, a 21, and some other shit, a couple hand wrenches. And you're going to want to put it back together by hand. You don't want to use power tools because the bolts, you're going to cross thread them. You're going to want to at least hand start them because they're not made like factory fasteners where they pop in the hole and they zip right in with power tools. It's not going to happen. You're going to end up screwing some crap up. So here we go. Anyways, on the front here, it's pretty simple install. Unbolt your shock, your strut. You got the 3 bolts up top, the 2 bolts down here, here and here. Zip those off. I believe those are 21s or 22s. I don't remember. And you're gonna have to take a hammer and pound those out. I recommend using a brass hammer or a piece of aluminum in between the hammers so you don't mushroom the head so bad that it doesn't come apart. But for the most part, all the struts and everything already come pre-assembled. You don't really need to do much. Pull off your old strut. It takes about 3 minutes per side, and you can bolt on the new strut. This one does have camber plates underneath that come up through, and so these bolts, these nuts here are titanium, so you don't want to hand crank these down or use ooga doogas on this shit, because you're going to mess it up, and that's a lot of money to spend to cross thread or strip out bolts like that. But that's pretty straightforward. I recommend putting the strut as close to center to start. You have oblong holes on the top of this mount right here, so that way you can pull it in or out before you tighten it down, get an idea of your camber. The fronts are easy. You can do that in about 10 minutes. The rears are a little bit more involved. You got this upper bracket up here. You get mounted, drill your holes, put your brackets through and a backing plate on the other side. The part that's a pain in the ass is getting these bolts in, because you have to take this bolt back out to be able to slide this bolt back in, tighten it up, put that one in. All in all, everything is very well thought out. Quality parts for sure. I mean, they're definitely top-notch pieces. I've got no complaints there. And the bottom's got the nice base that goes in there. And I made a video the other day not knowing what one of the parts was. Well, we figured it out. It goes on the wherever it is. There it is. It goes on the sway bar to push it back to keep this part from binding into the shock. So that's pretty easy. The hardest part I found, besides drilling the holes, was cleaning out this crap right here, scraping this stuff off to put this plate in there. That is a bit of a pain in the butt, but with a little bit of elbow grease, you'll get that out. Bolted in. There's tricks to it. It's not easy to do this part by yourself, but you can. What I did is I took an Allen head socket, stuck it in the bolt, stuck it through there, and I left my ratchet sitting on it to put weight on it so I could actually start the bolt from the back side. Once you get it started, zip, 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 get it down tight, and then you can go from the other side, and you can use your ooga doogas, your air wrench, or Milwaukee, whatever you got for a power tool, zip, and it'll zip right on with that lock nut. And that's pretty easy. The only concern I had with the whole setup was on the driver's side here. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I had to grind away a little bit at the top of this bracket where this fuel line goes through. Kelly's still pissed off about me doing that, but I just wasn't comfortable with it sitting on there. Now, not all these cars are built identical, so some of you may or may not have to do that. Shouldn't be much of an issue probably on a lot of cars. You just unbolt it down here, and then there's a bolt up underneath here you can pull, and then that bracket comes loose. You can put this in place, drill your holes, tighten it down, and then you'll just stick your bolts back in place. Mine might just be sitting a little funnier than other people's. But other than that, yeah, pretty good stuff from Kelly Aiken over there at KELLTRAC. He puts together a pretty nice looking kit. Now we just got to get out there at the track and test it. I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to Scott Boda and the awesome team over there at Steeda. Yes, I still have the parts you sent me, all of them. And I will be putting them to good use in the new car that's coming in the next couple weeks. That one's going to be a little bit more street oriented. So we're going to put Steeda back to work. I can't thank Steeda enough. Those guys have been so kind to me and helpful and very sportsmanlike through our little endeavor over the last couple of years, chasing each other's tail. So thanks again, Scott and the team over at Steeda. We're definitely going to put those parts to good use. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.